Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. We're going to now play a set of visuals that has A, embarrassed the Congress party, B, it's given fodder to the BJP to attack the Congress with, saying your hypocrisy is exposed. What exactly happened, viewers? Well, Ashok Gehlot sitting with Gautam Adani, calling him Gautam Bhai, lauding him for being the richest or making it to the top 3 richest men in the world list. All of this when just about a week ago, Rahul Gandhi, in a number of attacks that we've seen over the course of many years, the last one just about 7 days ago, attacked the entire Adani group, saying that it's a cartel-like situation where the likes of Adani and Ambani are in bed with the government. This is how it all played out. There is an old saying, don't mix business with politics. The politics of the Congress party, anti-big industrialists. The ideology of Rahul Gandhi, displayed in contempt for what he calls a cartel of the government with India's 2 big industrialists, Adanis and the Ambanis.
दो नाम दे सकता हूँ, अंबानी, अदानी. ये ट्रायंगुलर ग्रुप है, अदानी, मोदी, अंबानी. और नरेंद्र मोदी का काम रास्ता साफ करने का है. हिंदुस्तान के सब पोर्ट्स, हिंदुस्तान के सब एयरपोर्ट, पावर, ट्रांसमिशन, माइनिंग, ग्रीन एनर्जी, गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, एडिबल ऑयल, जो भी हिंदुस्तान में होता है, उधर अदानी जी दिखाई देते हैं. पूरा का पूरा फायदा, डर और नफरत का फायदा हिंदुस्तान के 2 उद्योगपति उठा रहे हैं.
Now take a look at this. Ideology, politics aside, Ashok Gehlot conducting plain business. Rajasthan Chief Minister rolling out the red carpet for whom? For who he affectionately calls as Gautam Bhai, complimenting him on his rise as one of the world's richest.
आज तो गौतम अडानी के नाम सुनते हैं कि दुनिया के 2 अमीर लोगों में आ गया है. ये तो आपका बताइए बात है आप.
Considering Rahul Gandhi's criticism of Adani, BJP was quick to call out the Congress hypocrisy. BJP IT cell head Amit Malviya hinted that a revolt is brewing in Gandhi ranks. Insinuations about a rebellion comes weeks after pro-Gehlot MLAs in Rajasthan resigned after Gehlot joined the race to become Congress president, and his deputy pilot was slated to become CM. What really came about that is now history. But this visual would be glaring. In June this year, BJP had slammed Congress after Gehlot allotted more than 2,000 hectares of land to Adani for setting up a 1,000 megawatt solar power plant. In the same month, Adani had pledged investments worth more than 68,000 crore in Rajasthan, while Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries had promised to invest 1 lakh crore in the state.
गौतम अडानी जी कह रहे थे, जिस प्रकार से हमने सोलर को प्रमोट किया है, और सोलर को प्रमोट करने से आज 10,000 मेगावाट से अधिक बिजली सोलर से बन रही है. तो जो स्कीम, जो पॉलिसीज सरकार ने रखी है, मैं समझता हूं कि उसके कारण से इन्वेस्टर फ्रेंडली माहौल बना राजस्थान के अंदर.
While the politics peaks, questions remain. By not walking the ideological talk, has Congress's hypocrisy been exposed? The flip side, what's wrong if India's leading industrialist invests in Congress-run states? Politics aside, people do need jobs. And ultimately, has Ashok Gehlot, by inviting Adani to Rajasthan, embarrassed Rahul Gandhi? Bureau Report, India Today. All right, viewers, the BJP says this is hypocrisy displayed by none else but the Congress, not walking its ideological talk. All that lies is political rhetoric. What does the Congress have to say? Let's cut across to our face-off this evening. Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, and Supriya Shrinate, National Spokesperson, Congress. Ms. Shrinate, I'd like to begin with you. If the Congress is not going to walk its ideological talk, then you're left with little else but political rhetoric, ma'am.
No, I think you've got it completely wrong. And I think I'll tell you where the BJP is making an error and where you all are walking into the trap. Let me first and foremost say, the Congress is not anti-business. Indian private business saw its best phase under the Congress rule. We are the architects of the modern Indian economy because we opened the floodgates to investment by the economic liberalization of 1991, and the 10 years of UPA between 2004 to 14 saw the best period as far as economic performance of both the public and the private sector is concerned. We do not think profit is a bad word. We encourage it because the more the profit, the more jobs will be created. What are we against? We are against creation of monopolies. We are against distortion of level playing field. We are against creation of duopolies in sector after sector, and that is being done by the central government. You are reading it wrong. Mr. Gautam Adani is a businessman, and if he legally, under all the provisions of the land in Rajasthan, wants to go and invest there, he is welcome to. He is welcome to invest in the northeast, in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu, in Ladakh, wherever he wants to, as long as the government allows anybody else who wants to enter that field to enter as well. And I think that is the key. That is where the difference between what the BJP does and what we are doing is. The BJP has created monopolies for 2 or 3 people in corporate India, and which is why corporates themselves are miffed. Have you ever wondered and asked the question that why is it that the same Indian industry that on record sings paeans of the Modi government, off the record doesn't take the leap of faith? Why are they not investing in the Indian economy, barring a few states? And let me just end by saying one thing. I'm very happy that Rajasthan has put up this investor summit. 11 lakh crore worth of MOUs have been signed. 40% physical work has begun on them. This is going to create 9 lakh jobs. What about the BJP rule states is the question we will ask. This is a distorted argument that the BJP is giving. We are against monopolies, and yes, we will attack them when they are created. We are
Sanju Verma,
and our track record shows that.
Sanju Verma, the Adanis are one of, or rather the biggest corporate industrialists in this country right now. Talk about monopoly aside, that's for politics. Why should a Congress state refuse business? Because people need jobs ultimately, and they are the ones investing and paying for it.
You know, Preeti, first and foremost, I'm amused. I'm not appalled. I'm rather amused at the double-speak and hypocrisy of the Congress. Just in 2020, in September, there is a tweet from the official Congress handle taking a jibe at Ambani and Adani by saying telecom to Ambani, airports to Adani, retail to Ambani, ports to Adani, defense to Ambani, solar to Adani, agriculture now to Ambani and Adani. These are the achievements of Modi government, which only focuses on making Ambani and Adani richer and Indians poorer. This is the tweet from the official handle of the Congress party, completely undermining the entrepreneurship which private sector thrives on. So for the Congress to sit here and give a bhashan on profitability, private sector, entrepreneurship is a bit too rich. Now I will just tell you a couple of things. The Modi government does not encourage oligopoly or monopoly or duopoly. But there are some interesting facts, Preeti, which your audience needs to know. Because for too long have we digested, this Ambani-Adani jibes by Rahul Gandhi and his lackeys. When was Adani Flagship Enterprises set up? It was in 1988. When you had Rajiv Gandhi as the Prime Minister and you had Amar Singh Chaudhary from Congress as the Chief Minister. You had Adani Power set up in 1996. You had Adani Wilmar set up in 1999. You had Adani Port set up in 1998. You had Adani Gas set up in 2004. You had Adani Transmission set up in 2013. And Adani Green Energy set up in 2015. The limited point I'm trying to make is that who gave Adani 3,000 hectares to set up the Mundra port? It was the Congress government. Who allowed Adani to take over the Kandla port? It was the Congress government. Who allowed Adani to rename Mundra port into Adani ports? It was the Congress government. Just last year, when the Congress was in alliance with Uddhav Thackeray and NCP in Maharashtra, before they were booted out, they allowed Adani the rights to Dighi port in Maharashtra for you know how much? 705 crore rupees only. But why did the BJP not raise a stink? Because Adani promised to invest another 10,000 crore for port development in and around the Dighi port. The limited point is, we are consistent. If the Congress today wants to encourage private initiative, then it must understand by demonizing the private sector, you are only doing a disservice to yourself. You know, the Congress also needs to know one more thing, Preeti. You know, it has been said that how does, it happened that Adani suddenly becomes the, second richest or third richest man in the world. This was not the case earlier. Because please understand, the one business which has flourished for anyone who has a basic understanding of business is the power sector, because we all know, Preeti, in the last 2 years, oil prices shot up from $18 in April 2020 to $138 in March 2022 before they settled down now at $94.
Okay.
Then there has been a 600% rise in oil and natural gas prices. It is but natural that people who are invested in these businesses tend to have a disproportionate profit coming their way, which is what happened in the case of Gautam Adani as well. But now if you want to arrogate that to some kind of malafide motive by the BJP and Narendra Modi, it shows the Congress lacks common sense, lacks a basic understanding of business.
So, Press Renee, to continue to attack the Adanis, you know, press conference after press conference, rally after rally, and then do business with them in your own states. At a level, yes, business is different from politics, but this is dog whistling in politics as well.
No, Preeti, I don't think you heard my answer, and I will repeat it just for the benefit of you and your viewers. What did I say? We are not against businesses. We will question the policies of the Modi government that have created duopoly. I will answer step by step the allegations that have been raised. It almost sounds to my ear like I'm speaking to someone who holds a brief for Mr. Adani and not for the BJP here, which is rather amusing. Double speak. You speak about double speak. You talk about na khaunga, na khane dunga. Railways mein bribe mili hai. Oracle has been fined by the US regulator. You have not moved an inch to find out who took the bribes under Piyush Goyal between 2016 to 2019. Double speak number one. Double speak number two. 643rd rank is where Mr. Adani was in 2014 before Mr. Modi came to office. Of course, Gautam Bhai uske baad number 2 par pahunch gaye Modi ji ki kripa se, because the level playing fields were distorted. GVK, GMR, company after company, airport after airport were handed over to them, and through the IBC, people were being chucked out. Some oil business profits were being spoken about. What a ridiculous argument. Because if that is true, then why is ONGC not making stupendous profits? Why are IOC, BPCL, HPCL, according to the government, reeling under losses, and which is why they cannot reduce fuel prices? What a hypocritical statement. I want to say one thing here.
Let her finish, madam. I'll give you equal time.
8 minutes, 1 second.
Make your point. Make your point, Mr. Renee.
Please. You know, look at Rajasthan. It's a landlocked state. You know, when 83% of this country has seen its income go down thanks to the failed and flawed policies of the Modi government, the state of Rajasthan per capita income has gone up by 26.8%. They have added 3 lakh crores to their GDP in the last 3 years. They are not just doing business with C.K. Birla or Anil Agarwal or Adani or Mr. Shetty or Mr. Unni Krishna of St. Gobain.
This can't be a monologue, Preeti.
Madam, you delivered your monologue.
3 years.
Believe me, I have a stopwatch because I know how this goes. So believe me, both of you will get equal time. Let her finish. I'll come back to you and you will not be interrupted, I promise. Mr. Nate, make your point, wrap it up. I'll cut across for a rebuttal then.
For the first 3 years, MSMEs across Rajasthan could set up their businesses without a single approval. We have extended this to 5 years now. That is how business is done. Create a level playing field. In a field where Mr. Adani is entering, anybody else can enter. But can Mr. Modi with a straight face tell us why are airport operators, after airport operators being shut down, why are ports still? And if you were telling me we did it, if we did it, undo it. The reality
This is not fair. This
I will come to you, madam. You will get equal time. Why interrupt?
I am sorry. Ignorance. Thy name is BJP.
All right. Okay. Okay. Can I cut across to the BJP spokesperson right now? Sanju Verma, the fact is,
Preeti,
the question is not so much.
Preeti, if I may ask a 10-second question, because I was interrupted 4 times, do I have the right to interrupt 4 times?
I would hope, madam, I would hope you would not
person.
interrupt, so we don't digress, because what this does is digress from the basic nature of the debate. I believe none of us, all 3 of us, don't want that. I want to cut across now to Ms. Verma. Ms. Verma,
should I pay back in the same penny that was offered to me? That's all that I'm asking.
Madam, please, I would request, please, allow me to continue this debate without putting either of your mics off. It's highly disrespectful to the both of you and to the show. Let me not do that. Ms. Verma, I'll come to you now. The question is also the fact, it's about the entire politics about creating Adani and giving him that space is different. But why not get the fruits of legal business? If he wants to offer the money, why shouldn't Rajasthan be open to it? And on a national stage, what's wrong if Rahul Gandhi criticizes the reason or the trajectory of Mr. Adani?
You know, Preeti, she spoke for a full 4 minutes. I need half that time.
Madam, I have a watch. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Preeti, please. Preeti, I don't know what is it that you're so miffed with me all the time. You don't even allow me to finish. You start pouncing on me the moment I say something. Let me finish.
Madam, I said go ahead.
Okay, Preeti, I heard you. Relax. You are not the Congress spokesperson. Why are you rattled? It is Supriya Srinath who should be rattled, Preeti.
Madam, I'm the moderator of the debate. I'm the moderator of the debate. I know exactly.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing
a great job.
If you
let me come in.
Go ahead. Yes.
Yes.
If you understood what I said, please go ahead.
I'm going ahead. Please relax. Don't need to keep telling me go ahead.
Madam, have a glass of water, relax, and make your point. You already wasted 1 minute in this, madam. But go ahead, make your point.
Preeti Chaudhary, stop being patronizing. Let me come to the point. The point is this. Sanitation under Congress, 39%. Banking penetration, 43%. Self-employment schemes, 0. Today we have Mudra, the world's largest self-employment scheme. We have Ayushman Bharat, the world's largest health insurance scheme. We have Jan Dhan Yojana, the world's largest financial inclusion scheme. Rural road network, penetration 36%. Today it is more than 90%. Rural electrification under the Congress, again 27%. Today it is 98%. So the Congress sitting here and giving a bhashan, humne ye kiya, humne wo kiya, it is not cutting ice with anybody. And let me tell you one more thing. The biggest scam under the Congress, Preeti, was the NPA crisis. And Raghuram Rajan is not somebody who's a poster boy who has supported the Modi government. He's always been a poster boy for the Congress, but I'm reading out from his statement when he was just demitting office as the RBI governor in 2016, and he said that most of India's NPAs were thanks to the Congress party, which continued to have and encourage zombie loans. Zombie loans means a company defaults and you give more loans to the defaulter only to hide its non-performing assets. And I think the biggest achievement of the Modi government, which the Congress should listen to, Preeti, and your audience, NPA for all public sector banks, and I am willing to be challenged on these numbers. NPA for public sector banks under Congress in 2013, gross NPA 14.6%. Today it is 5.9%. Net NPAs under Congress 8.7%. Today it is 2%. Stressed assets under the Congress 17.4%. Stressed assets have come down to 3.7% in the last 8 years. 8.6 lakh crore has been recovered from defaulting errant companies and biggies, whom the Congress loves to undermine by calling them Ambanis, Adanis. Whereas who was the party which gave, birth to NPAs? Who gave reckless loans to SR Steel? Congress. SR Shipping? Congress. Bhushan Steel? Congress. Bhushan Shipping? Congress. Lanco Infra? Congress. Era Construction? Congress. JP Infra? Congress. Monet Ispat? Congress. And all these companies today are NPAs, including ABG Shipyard. So, yahan बैठकर भाषण मत दो. You left the Modi government with a crippled financial system with skyrocketing NPAs. And the Modi government, thanks to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, has actually managed to recoup 8.6 lakh crore worth of dues, which is more than 4% of India's GDP. Supriya Shrineth, you could not be a good financial journalist. At least try and be a sensible spokesperson.
All right. Okay, madam, are you done? I'm going to give both of you. Let's refrain from personal comments. I'd ask both of you. Let's not get in that space. It can get rather dirty. Let's keep away from that. None of us want that. But 30 seconds each for closing. Supriya Shrineth, I will begin with you. And I will ask you that question again. Why should somebody who listens to a rally when he is listening to Rahul Gandhi, believe him when he talks about Punjipatis, when he talks about the Adanis and the Ambanis, and he looks at visuals of Mr. Gehlot sitting with Mr. Adani?
Because when we talk about business, we ensure that businesses flourish and 27 crore people are pulled out of poverty. We do not make policies which push 5 crore 60 lakh people in this country in abject poverty. We do not make policies where we inherit the rupee at 58 to a dollar and take it to 82 rupees 33 paisa to a dollar. We do not, and I insist on this, we do not make the economy stare at a twin crisis of fiscal deficit and a current account deficit. We add to the foreign exchange reserves. We do not deplete the foreign exchange reserves by $100 billion in the last 9 months
30 seconds, madam. 30 seconds is done. I will get 30 seconds for a rebuttal to Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma.
This woman used to be desperate. This woman used to be on my
30 seconds, madam. Let's not get into that. Ms. Verma, you have 30 seconds. Your time begins now. You can use it whichever way you want.
You were good for nothing journalist.
Let's not get into personal comments, madam. Your 30 seconds have begun. If you do understand that, you want to use it for making personal comments, you can. Can I just get Sanju Verma, please?
Yeah. Thank you.
20 seconds now, madam. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, Preeti. Okay. Supriya Shrineth, you can put whatever you want in the public domain. I don't care 2 hoops because your credibility is a big zero. Now let me come to the topic of the debate, Preeti. The fact of the matter is that, today for the first time, when the world is actually staring at a recession, and before coming on your show, I just read the latest IMF report which was released only 24 hours back. And the IMF says that the world will lose $4 trillion in the next 3 years, equal to the size of the entire German GDP. And the IMF report says it is only thanks to the Narendra Modi government which has managed to marry bold structural reforms with generous doses of welfareism, that the world will still see a positive growth.
Okay, 30 seconds are up, madam, plus 20 with what you said.
Even lower.
Okay, with that, with the permission of both our panelists, I want to bow out of this debate. I would hope the next time around we refrain from personal commentary. It serves no one, but I would think that's too much to ask in nowadays, especially in debates there. But thank you for both of you for joining us. The debate, meanwhile, will continue. There's a lot going on. Rahul Gandhi has a press conference tomorrow. I'm sure this question would be asked of him. With that,